one type of salesperson to have on your team that's going to cause problems for everybody, who is it? What do you need to know about them? And why does it hurt you? I'm Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. Before we begin, hit that subscribe button. So today's conversation, I'm going to label an asbestos underwear type day. Hope you got your titanium diamond crusted underwear on, because some feelings may get hurt. In the world of sales, there is a very difficult person to deal with. I mean, we've talked about 4 types of people. We've talked about the unique sales guy. We've talked about the proof sales guy. We've talked about the know-it-all. We've talked about the nice guy that's super passive. Number 5 takes the freaking cake. So I want to throw a disclaimer out here. 1, I'm very encouraging. I believe in a lot of people, but I also believe that there's some people who are not supposed to be in sales. And number 5 is this guy or this girl who needs constant motivation. Now, I get it. I have my days where I'm up on the top. I have days where I'm down on the bottom. You may have days where you're like, oh, I'm the greatest salesperson on the planet. And then there's days like, why did I get out of bed? This salesperson constantly is the why did I get out of bed, okay? So this is a typical thing that you're going to see from this person who is that I need attention, I need momentum, and you are going to have to help me, okay? So this is the normal thing that happens. They walk into the office and they kind of like they lob it, okay? And you can look at them and you're like, please don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me. And they go into the meeting, they sit down and they ask a whole bunch of questions, okay? They're like, I need help. I need help. They're constantly saying, I need help. And there's nothing wrong with help, but there's like a second step of help, and that's implementation. And for whatever reason, there's always a problem with the way something was taught. There's always a problem with the process. There's always a problem with the buyer. There's always a problem with the product. This person, just needy. Needy. And so there's a couple of common traits. They usually whine. They usually complain. And then what also happens is they usually interrupt your day. So you're like on the top. You're like, I'm closing deals. I am the greatest closer on the planet. Maybe you didn't know, but I'm the greatest closer on the planet. Phone rings and you're like, no, please no. Hello? What can I help you with? This went wrong, that went wrong. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to fix it. I can't ever get it fixed. And they're super nervous. They're super nervous about everything. Nothing ever works. Nothing. And like you will spend hours on the phone with this person. Hey, do this. Hey, read this book. Yeah, I tried that. It didn't work. And nothing ever works. And the reason why this person is so dangerous is because in a team aspect, they're usually the first person to start complaining things aren't fair. They're usually the first person to start having problems with everything. It's the leads, it's the product, it's the training, and nothing is ever their fault. They accept no personal responsibility. And so if you have a team of 10 salespeople, 2 salespeople are going to be the top dogs, they're going to be the closers. 4 people are going to be okay total. So like we got 6 people left. 4 of those people could make it, and 2 of them are going to be the very bottom. They're going to be one of these 5 types of people. And so they're very damaging and draining on the team. The team looks around and like, why do we have to keep having this conversation? Why can't we get past this point? Why do I got to keep doing push-ups for everybody else? And a strong leader, owner, trainer is going to call this person out and say, hey, time out. Time out with the wrong signal. Time out. We gotta have a conversation. Conversation is like, you got to pull your stuff together because I can't constantly motivate you. Like constant motivation, that's not the job of a business owner. It's not the function of a manager. It's not the function of a trainer. And the constant, like, I need help takes resources from the team. There are days where you're on top. There's days when you're on bottom. Call me on the days that you're on bottom, but it's not statistically possible for you to have a bad day every single day. It's not statistically possible for you to have a bad sales call every call. It's not statistically possible for you to have a bad training every training. This person typically doesn't like to role play, and if they do, they stop the role play, they ask a ton of questions so they can control the clock. So I've been in enough meetings of these 5 people. This is the one that I believe is probably the most damaging because they eat up all the resources of the team. They look around, they cause problems, they're never happy, and they're difficult to deal with for the rest of the staff. So if you have paperwork that's got to get turned in, you've got to interact with other people, nobody wants to talk to them. Nobody wants to interact with them. Nobody wants to deal with this guy or this girl. And if they're on your team, I would recommend don't answer the phone call for them because they're not going to change. I believe in people. I believe a ton in people. It's a trait that I learned from my dad, right? Believe in people to a point. Then they got to help themselves, because then you're enabling. There becomes a point as a business owner, as a manager, as a trainer, as a coworker, when you're allowing somebody to get away with stuff that they should be taking care of on their own. Now, the cool thing about sales is most closers, they don't need somebody to tell them what to do. You don't need like, hey, go read some books. They're already doing it. Hey, go listen to a podcast. They're already doing it. And then you get to the next level, like closer, below closer, and the salesperson, and they may need encouragement. Go read a book. Hey, didn't think of it, but I'm going to go do it. Okay? Hey, go listen to a podcast. I got a good one for you. I'm going to send it to you. Oh, I'll listen to it. And they do. Right? They take a little bit more coaching. And then on this bottom level, like you can't see it, but like way down here, on this bottom level, you got the unique guy, the proof guy, the know-it-all, the nice guy, like way down here on the bottom, you got the person who needs constant motivation. It is a drain suck. It is an energy suck. And it causes nothing but problems for your team. Now, there is something you can do about it. Don't hire this guy or this girl. Build a team of closers. And you're going to have varying degrees. You're going to have people who are freaking awesome at what they do. You're going to have people who struggle. Struggle is normal. Constant struggle is not. And it's a sign that probably somebody should not be in sales. There could be some intervention. You could say, hey, time out. We need to have this conversation. Not doing this anymore. Not doing it anymore. Like, you got to figure out your path. You got to know what you got to do. Do it. Okay? And you know, sometimes people will say, hey, Scott, you're very mean. I'm like, no, look, here's the thing. It's not right to leave somebody out in the field who never had the business of being in sales. It's punishment to them. You know, it's punishment to the rest of the sales team. It's punishment to the company. Cost of acquisition for leads is expensive. At some point, you have to man up or woman up and say, this person shouldn't be here. They're not ever going to make it in sales. Go back to doing something different. I don't know what they did before. Go back to doing something different, but don't be in sales. There you go. Asbestos underwear day, right? So hopefully you did bring your titanium and diamond crusted underwear, because we've gone through the gamut. We've gone through the 5 types of salespeople. The unique guy. I'm unique. We've gone through the proof guy. Oh, you got to show me. The know-it-all. Oh, I know everything. You're doing it wrong. The nice guy, the passive nice guy that can't close deals, but is a good person. They just can't close deals. And number 5, super needy all the time, needs you or me to build motivation, and it's not ever going to happen. That's the 5th person. You got to know about him. You got one thing to do from here. Just one thing. Find the subscribe button. Click on it. Every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. It's the Scott Bell Consultant sent out another fantastic underwear. Maybe, you know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to put a picture of underwear on fire. Right? Then that way you know, like, hey, going to be a tough conversation today. We'll see you soon. Thanks for dropping by. Aloha.